You're insane, Dexbot. GG, man. Congrats on the nuked out.
What's up, guys? Dex here. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. I think you're here because you want to find out how to get a nuked out in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and we're going to cover that in today's video. That's the calling card you're going to be able to unlock right over there. It took me a little while to get it, and not because I struggled at getting it. So I am basically a qualified expert now at how to get a nuked out in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and I'll tell you why here shortly. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're going to be talking about how I got the nuked out in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We're going to talk about some of the different things that I've used as far as like the class setup, the specialists, the score streaks, and kind of how I played in the game. So we're going to cover all of those topics here as we let the gameplay run. As you can see, I have the nuked out calling card right, up above me on the screen right now. You can see it. It looks pretty awesome. I'm glad to be able to rock it in game, and I want you guys to be able to do it too. So hopefully with the help of my video, it'll help you get to where you need to be, and you can get the nuked out calling card unlocked as well. One really cool thing about unlocking the nuked out challenge in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is that you will also be able to unlock multiple Dark Ops challenges in the process if you haven't already done them. So as you're getting the 30 gun kills in free-for-all, you're also going to complete the Brutal Killer here, which it is rewarded after you unlock 25 kills without dying. You will also get the Nuclear Killer calling card, which is obviously getting a nuclear, which is 30 kills without dying. And then obviously once you get that, you get the nuked out calling card because you did 30 kills, you earn a nuclear medal in free-for-all without using score streak rewards. So that's what we're going to cover today. And basically once you unlock this one here, you will also unlock the other two in the process. You kind of kill 3 birds with 1 stone instead of just like 2 or even 1. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the class setup that I'm using while playing in-game when going for the nuked out challenge. One thing that I do want to say is that whenever I was going for this challenge, all of the games that I completed it, every time that I got it done, I completed it in hardcore. There were some issues with why I had to do it so many times. I obviously, after some troubleshooting, I had to double check and make sure that I was doing it correctly, but I was not getting rewarded for completing the nuked out challenge, and I was getting so discouraged. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Obviously, going 30-0 in free-for-all is no easy thing to do. You can't do that every single time, and I was really bummed about not being able to get it knocked out and completed, So once I was able to get it completed, and I recorded some video, and I actually sent it over to the Treyarch staff, they were able to kind of run through it, and they realized that there was a glitch going on in the game and it was not rewarding people in hardcore. So once I was able to get that figured out, and they kind of told me that they were going to be looking into it and they were going to be sending out a fix. Once I saw the fix went out that it was going to be rewarding players, which obviously I was one of the ones affected, I was able to kind of like be like, okay, I'm going to go for this again. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try to get it knocked out. And once I went for it, I got it. All right, so that being said, I have obviously completed this multiple times. So this was the class setup that I used every single time that I completed the nuked out challenge. Every time that I was able to successfully get it knocked out, this is what I was using. I've been using the Vapor AR. I like a lot of ARs in this game, but I feel like the Vapor is pretty versatile, especially with some of these attachments and the optic sight that I use. So for the optic sight that I use the ELO sight. I love the little dot on it. I feel like it allows me to have a more accurate shot, being able to aim down sight with it. For my attachments, I use the suppressor, which allows me to have a silenced weapon. It allows me to not be heard as easily, and if the enemy team or my enemies in the lobby happen to get a UAV, I will kind of remain off of the radar due to that. I use fast mags, that way I can reload faster than the normal person. It allows me to just kind of like be able to swap between clips and not get stuck reloading if I happen to run into an enemy. And I use rapid fire, which allows me to just have a little bit faster rate of fire, because sometimes I just want to make sure my bullets can get out of my gun and to them faster than they can get to me. That's usually my key, especially in hardcore. I feel like that'll apply kind of either situation whenever you're going for the nuked out in free-for-all. I don't run a secondary pistol or anything like that. For my gear, I'm running the acoustic sensor, and this is not something that I use on all of my classes. A lot of times I'm using the ComSec device or maybe stem shot, but acoustic sensor is extremely useful while going for the nuked out challenge, especially when playing hardcore, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so for one, acoustic sensor says the enemy movements are easier to hear. It basically gives you like an amplified sound system to be able to hear your enemy's footsteps, their gunfire, where they're coming from, where maybe they spawn in, and where they're going in the map, because you are absolutely going to need to know that. That way you can kind of pick up these kills without these guys seeing you all the time. It's going to be something that's very useful. But also what it does on the map, on your mini map, say whenever you do have a UAV in or something, obviously you'll have a mini map if you're playing core, but if you're playing hardcore, you don't always have that. So if you do happen to have the mini map up on the screen, it'll give you a little red arrow notification, kind of like letting you know in the vicinity of where your teammates will be on that radar as well. It's something that's going to be very useful in kind of pinpointing the location of your enemies and hearing them and which direction they're going throughout the map. That's something you've definitely got to use. As for the perks, I am running scavenger. I want to be able to resupply my ammo, from the scavenger packs that are on the ground after I eliminate my enemies. I want to be able to have that ammo. I never want to run out because I want to be using my gun. I want to be using my elo sight, my suppressor, my rapid fire, my fast mags. I don't want to have to worry about finding a gun, especially whenever I'm going for 30 kills and not dying. I'm not going to be respawning with another gun. I want to use lightweight is what I chose to use because I want it to be faster when sprinting. Honestly, perk 2, you can use lightweight, you can use gung-ho, or you can use dexterity. All of them will work, and they have a slight pro to them. I'm not even really a con, just a pro. Lightweight, I wanted to be able to get around the map quicker. I wanted to be able to bob and weave in and out of different locations of the map, get to where I hear them, possibly cut them off. That was my mindset. Gung-Ho has its own pro to it. It says you can fire your rate and use equipment while sprinting, and you can recover from sprint faster. So basically, if you're running and you want to aim down sight faster, it is going to allow you to have a little bit more assistance with that, and you can move at full speed when you're reloading. It's not going to slow you down. That's something that's extremely useful as well. Dexterity allows you to mantle, climb, slide, and swap weapons faster. That's extremely useful because say like you're about to get around a corner and you want to be able to slide, or you're trying to get away from somebody and you want to like climb up a wall real fast and get over. That's something that's extremely useful too. All of these are basically allowing you to be able to either move around the map faster or adjust your movement to be able to be in a position to possibly pick up a kill whenever you need to be. So all of those three, you can kind of interchange them and use what works best for you. Personally, I use lightweight the most. I believe I was using dexterity for a little bit at a time as well, but I would definitely recommend any of those three. For the dead silence, perk 3, absolute must. These people in free fall, they're going to be using headsets. They're going to be listening for you. They're going to be kind of like sound whoring you, if you will, because they want to know, just like you're using the acoustic sensor, they want to know where you're spawning, where you're running to, where you might be coming up on them, or where you're shooting, So definitely run perk 3, dead silence. Has to happen because you do not want your enemies hearing your footsteps at all. All right, so we're going to touch on the specialist that I'm going to be using. Personally, for me, I found the most success running Crash. Crash is my favorite specialist to use in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 right now whenever I'm playing any kind of multiplayer, and the fact that I was able to have success using him in free-for-all while going for this challenge was just an added bonus. So we're going to talk about the two specialties that Crash has, okay? So first off, the specialist ability that you can use for the special equipment is the Assault Pack, right? Assault Pack is basically your own personal scavenger pack. Now, I know I'm running scavenger in perk 1, but I do not want to rely exclusively on that. So I'm going to also use the Assault Pack as well. And basically that's going to allow you to, you drop a little pack down. Usually your team could resupply from it, but it's going to be personal for you in free-for-all, and it's going to allow you to resupply your ammo, okay? But not only do you only get that, you're also going to have more of an added bonus because you get a plus 25 points to your score streak with every kill you get throughout the rest of the game, and that's going to be absolutely essential because if you're getting more of a specialist assist bonus to your score streaks, it's going to allow you to earn your score streaks faster. And you are using score streaks in free-for-all, going for the nuked out challenge. You're not using lethal ones though. But there is a little twist on that. We can talk about that, but mainly, you know, you're going to be running your UAVs, your counter UAVs, you know, possibly trying to find out where your enemies are or blocking the radar from them seeing where you are. And then word on the street is that Strike Team is able to be used to get the Nuked Out challenge in free-for-all, just like it works for your nuclear challenge, which is kind of odd because it's a lethal score streak, but I guess for whatever reason, because it drops, you know, your Strike Team members in and they actually get gun kills, for some reason it counts as gun kills. I don't know if that is completely by design, but they haven't said anything about it and they haven't taken it out. So if you guys want to use that, it'll help you out a little bit more. But if at any time they take that out and it doesn't count in the Nuked Out challenge, don't use it. Just completely wipe that off this video. Like, pretend it doesn't even happen, okay? So we're just gonna like, psh, gone, you know? The next thing we're going to talk about is the TAC 5. That's basically the health system that Crash is blessed with. It usually, you know, gives yourself an added bonus of health. It'll heal you and give you plus 50. It'll take you all the way up to 200 health, and it usually heals your teammates. So obviously in free-for-all you don't have teammates. It's still going to give you that health bonus as well. So that's going to be something that's going to help you because you can heal yourself when needed, and you can also give yourself a little bit more health than your enemies may have, especially if you're playing hardcore. Another thing I want to touch on is whenever you're using your specialist, right? And in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, we have all of this personalization, as you can see right here. We have personalization. We can customize the outfits, the gestures, tags, all of this stuff, right? Look at my guy. My guy is beautiful right here, right? He's pink. He's got these colorful vibes going on. He's got the skeleton face paint. It's all super dope, right? But if you're playing free-for-all right now, me wearing this skin right at this point in the game, I'm going to stand out. Like, if I run past someone, I'm going to catch someone's eye. They're going to be like, oh, there's the pink guy again. Especially if you're killing them multiple times. They start to recognize you, you know. Say you've eliminated this guy 3 or 4 times already in game. And he's like, oh, there's that pink guy. I want my revenge, because we do that. One thing I did that I found extremely useful was that I went to outfits and I wanted to get something completely default, subtle. You know, you can really go to any of these default outfits. But, like, I just did not want to stand out whenever I was playing free-for-all. So I actually changed my outfit so that I would not stand out and I wouldn't try to attract attention from my enemies. I could kind of just scoot around on the map, basically like looking like a default skin in other games, if you will. You know, you kind of look like, oh, maybe this guy is a noob because he doesn't have this flashy, fancy, colorful outfit that he's rocking while in game. So keep that in mind. That's something that's like mental, psychological, maybe. You know, it's not so much gun skill, but hey, there's a lot of things that go into this game and getting challenges complete and the way the players think revolving all around that. Alright guys, so we're jumping into some gameplay. We're obviously playing free-for-all on firing range, one of the original Black Ops 1 maps that they brought back here in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and we're going to be going for the Nuked Out challenge as I have described in this video. This is one of the multiple times that I got it. This is not the actual gameplay that I got the reward in, but this is the gameplay that one of the guys in the lobby actually recognized that I got it, and he was the one that congratulated me on the intro of this video. So in this game, you're going to see me kind of playing a certain way that you might not would always play on every kind of multiplayer game in any kind of game mode that you would be playing online, you know? So one of the main things you want to do is obviously you want to take the class setup along with your specialist and the score streaks that we're running, and you want to put it to use while in game. And you're going to kind of pick a map that you think that you can obviously do this on, and you want to, you know, kind of familiarize yourself with the maps that you're going to be playing on. You're going to want to know kind of where the enemies spawn, the different routes that you can take to get in search of the points of the map. You want to know where your choke points are, which is where your enemies might be flowing from. You want to have excellent map awareness. That's going to be the biggest key in locking in the Nuked Out challenge. Okay, you can have any kind of class setup, you can have any kind of score streaks, but you need to make sure your playstyle is going to be able to complete this. So while I'm playing, as you can see here on firing range, I'm kind of working a section of the map that I know that enemies are spawning, okay? I won't really say that you're necessarily like camping, but you have to play a little bit more conservative, and I definitely play more conservative in this game than you will see me play in my live streams or in other content, because I'm playing hardcore. I'm not able to die at all. Like, I have to go on this streak. I know people are going to be coming for me, and I want to make sure that I can try to get 30 kills. kills. And let's face it, firing range probably wasn't one of the easiest maps to do it on. It's a smaller map compared to some of the other ones. The spawns are obviously very close, as you can see where I'm picking up some of these kills and almost killing these guys almost right after they spawn. You almost feel bad about it, but you know, whenever you're trying to get this challenge done, like, what are you gonna do? You know, I'm obviously not spawn trapping because, you know, it's just me in a lobby. I don't have teammates or anything like that. So a lot of this game, I'm trying to keep, you know, my back to the outer portions of the map. You know, I kind of am thinking about where the enemies might be coming from, where they're going to be spawning and stuff like that. You really want to utilize your awareness in game, because you got to be able to pick up these kills. You got to be able to finish them. And that's one thing that I really focus on. You know, there was times that, you know, I might not shoot at someone until I know I could land the shot. I didn't want to shoot and miss. I didn't want to chase enemies for kills if I wasn't able to land the shot or pick up the kill. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get the kills whenever I needed to get them, because I needed to go on a streak. You know, I need to get 30 kills, and you know, you don't have a lot of margin for error. As you can see, I just took some damage right there, but you don't have margin for error. You don't have room to mess up. You have to be able to pick up the kills and lock them in at all times. So I'm gonna let the rest of this gameplay run. I want you to be able to take it all in and kind of see the raw footage of it. But if you guys have any questions, or if you have any other suggestions, be sure to drop them down in the comments and let me know. Let your peers know. Let's make this a great posting for everyone to be able to get some help and be able to get the Nuked Out challenge. So you guys, thank you for checking out the video. I'm going to let the gameplay rock. I'll catch you guys next time.
Multiple hostile UAVs operating.
I ain't never slowing down, getting paid now, I'ma lay it down, I'ma say it loud, say it proud, never had a doubt. Every word on my mouth, every verb that I shout, I'ma act on it now, get it out, I gotta get it out now.